Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. It all depends with the time that you're watching this video. How are you? My name is Nyambura Evelyn, but you can just call me Nyambura. Yes. So, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I want us to do a video that is so simple about me. I'm sure if you've not seen me here, because I've not been active so much here, you've seen me from IG. I've been very active on IG, and I asked questions on how people want me to do my YouTube video and to be my first video to be like. So, and I got some responses here, and that's what I want us to talk about in this video. So I'm answering some of your questions. Yes, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to this family. We like I always say, this is my world. Welcome to my world. We do things together. We have fun. We talk. We share. We do many things. We travel together. Welcome. I hope you shall enjoy. So now, direct to the questions. There are many, but I'll just pick some few, and I'll pick from here. So number one, tell us your background. My background. Okay, I'm from Nyeri, Odaya. That's where I was born and raised, in a typical Kikuyu family. And I went to high school. Sorry, I went to primary school in different schools because of our family setup, because we had some differences in our family. So I never went to one school in primary school, but the school that I finished class 8 was in Firidia Primary. It is in Nyeri, Odaya. And from there, I went to high school in Meru. If you're watching me from Meru, Kidangari girls, hey, hi, how are you? I know you're a friend. So I went to high school in Kidangari Girls, then went to campus in Embu, University of Embu, graduated in 2021 during COVID. And since then, I've been working. I've worked in 3 companies now. Yes. Another thing about my background is, what do you want to know else about my background? Yeah, that one. So, typically, I'm a Kikuyu. I was born from the village. Yes, that's my background. Number 2, hobbies and interests. Share with us your hobbies and interests. For me, I don't like sports actually. I love music so much, especially gospel music. That's my favorite. Anytime I'm in the house, anytime I'm somewhere, anytime I'm cool somewhere, whatever I'm doing, I always put on music. So music is my interests since kitambo. Yes. And for sports, I don't like any. For arts, I love art as well. That's another interest in me. Yes. Tell us about your career and studies. Talk about your profession. Yes, so my profession, I'm just a degree owner. I pursued Bachelor of Commerce, accounting option. That's my profession. And what led me to that, from kitambo, like as I was a kid, I used to admire being an accountant. Like, it has all been in me. I remember even the first time I joined campus, I wanted to, like, now I got a letter, an invitation that I want to study Bachelor of Commerce. And I remember as I was joining, I told my uncle that can they give me a chance to change that course. Okay, initially I didn't know that Bachelor of Commerce is accounts. You can specialize to accounts later, much later. And that's how confident I was. I was like, me, I don't want to do a course that I'm not aware of. I don't want to do a course that I don't like. So I went to the administration. I told them I want to change my course, and they asked me, you want to I asked them, can I change my course? They told me, you want to change to which one? And I said, I want to do accounting. And they told me, you just do Bachelor of Commerce, and when you're in that year, you shall specialize to accounting rather than starting accounting from scratch. It's all the same. And I said, okay. So now I was waiting. I was really, really waiting to get to that year to like to specialize. And I feel like, yeah, I'm an accountant. I want that name. I want to feel like I'm in the right place, you know. But along the way, I almost, huh? I've even remembered, I almost specialized in procurement. You see, like how peer pressure comes. And people are like, oh, accounting has so many people. Oh, accounting will struggle getting a job. Oh, many people are going to finance and accounting. Let us do procurement. I had a friend who really believed in procurement. And finally, he didn't like specialize in procurement. I think he didn't get people to follow him. So, alikaa tu. So along the way, I was about to be confused. Nichukue nini? Nichukue procurement. But now I felt like, hey, msichana, unajikoroga. Pick your course, pick what you want. So that's my career and that's my profession. I've been practicing it for now 2 years and a half, and I'm happy. I'm contented. I'm so happy. And that's my profession. Yes. Your favorite book? To be very honest, very honest with you, I'm not a reader. Actually, I really struggle reading. I really struggle reading. And do you know, I'm shy at saying this, but I even struggle reading the Bible. I even prefer listening to an audio rather than reading. So I don't think I have any favorite book right now. Maybe with time I'll try. Actually, I'm trying to train myself how to read books, the Bible, everything. I don't just have to rely on audio. I need to read and see and make notes and understand. Yes, but for now I don't have a favorite book, and I wish I could have. I'll try and change, guys. I really try. In this journey, as we're working together, please remind me, please ask me, please be like, try to ask me, Nyambura, how far are you with reading? Because I'm trying, I'll be trying. Tell me the challenges that you've overcome with time, because I feel myself I'm not able to overcome, and I would love to hear your advice. Okay, there's someone who is saying, let me not mention her name. Someone is saying that I tell her the challenges that I have overcome, and she's not able to overcome. I hope she's watching this, and she will watch this because she seems she's in need. So for me, I've really overcome many challenges. One that I can't even want to remember much, but because she has asked, in 2022, I was battling a certain condition of sickness, and it was really a challenge to me, and I overcame. In campus, I've had many challenges like financial, emotional, spiritual, not much. But in campus, I've had so many challenges, but I've been able to overcome. So the way I overcome these challenges is by trusting in God. Let me tell you guys, me, I wouldn't say like I have a technique of being able to overcome. It's just God. Mostly I always feel like anytime I feel like I'm down, like I'm a bit, I don't know what to do, I always run to God. I always listen to music. I always like pray. I always fast. I always like I call God for that. And my sister, because you seem like you're not able to overcome, test God and he shall answer you. You know, the Bible says that if you believe in him, he shall show you things you've never seen, and even he'll take you to places that no one has gone. So, this is just what I would say. My big secret has been trusting in God, calling on God. Like, God gives me a certain calmness in that time, like nakuwa tu mkam, uwezi nipata at that time. You can't find me crying, you can't find me eti now feeling like I'm helpless, and yet maybe I'm at my worst. So God has really helped me, I would say. Ni Mungu tu, please. And anytime you have a challenge, you know, in this life tunapatanga challenges zinakuja, na si ati we can't say that ati hakuna mtu mwenye hapati. Everyone can get them, but me I would say the secret is God, because I can't say there's a technique, or maybe you have this. Okay, maybe you can try and see the situation, how the situation is, because at times you try and look at the situation and you're like, this situation requires a counselor, this one requires me and that person to sit down and talk, this one requires like, okay, try and see a way of solving that thing. But then again, if it's something persistent, please believe in God and he shall do it for you. I've seen him do it for me. I've seen him take my life from zero level to somewhere. So I'm an advocate of that, and it shall be well. And my sister hugs for that. And may God help you. May God give you guidance. May God like walk with you. May God give you that strength to be able to cope, because even not being able to cope with a problem, like if you're in a challenge and not being able to cope, it can lead to depression, it can lead to maybe a self-esteem issue. You never know. So that's what I can say. Do you have any memorable life moments? Mm, memorable life moments. Yes. Oh, I would say me being able to complete my studies. That was so memorable. This is so memorable and emotional at the same time, because at some point I felt like I could not be able to graduate. At some point I felt like it was impossible. At some point I felt like, well, it's becoming tough. So that is the most memorable thing of me. And then again, my sister came through for me, my mom, during my graduation day. Okay, even if it was COVID time, they really came through for me. They showed me support, and that is my best memorable moment. Of course, there are those when we are kids, how we used to grow, how we used to like to have fun as kids. You know, those are kids things. But my most memorable thing is like seeing myself in, gosh, in graduation list. My goodness, that thing used to make me even feel like crying. Not even feel like crying, I really cried like I don't know how many times, because I was so excited. I was really waiting for that thing and it happened. So that was my most memorable thing so far. Yes, another one here. Someone is asking, I'm trying to look. Some are repeating themselves. Someone is asking, someone is asking if I'm dating. that one we will answer another time. But I'm good, I'm cool, I'm satisfied. I'm looking. But have you ever quit a job? How was the feeling? Yes. Quit job severally. I think for all my the jobs I've had, mimi ndo quit because of my personal reasons mostly. And yes, and how I've felt, because it's a decision I always make by myself. Like it's something I always think before taking the action, and I always feel good and fulfillment of the purpose that makes me quit that job. I know it's a struggle, by the way, it's not easy, but yes, I have. And yep. Another one, which is your biggest turn off? I don't know if it's to everyone or in a relationship, but to, let me say, to in general, my biggest turn off is bad breath. Hey, me guys, I hate bad breath. It really turns me off. I'm like, that's something you can deal with. Okay, people say that bad breath is a condition, but I refuse. There are ways you can solve that, and maybe you can see a doctor, maybe you can, I mean, a dentist. There are many ways you can get yourself, what are they called, those things of in your mouth, as in, even if it's a condition, it's something you can deal with. Yes, so that one becomes a turn off for me. Even if you are having a conversation, I'm like, too much. Yes. What is the must thing that you must have with you around? Something that I must have with me around every time. mm, Not a handbag, because sometimes I walk without a handbag, depends with where I'm going. But a watch, I must have a watch. I really love watches. Hey, my love for watches. I must have a watch, and I must have a lip balm for my lips. Like my lips really get dry very fast, so I need to have a lip balm with me each and every time. Yeah, so that is my must have each and every time. If you see me, you're gonna see me with a watch. You're gonna see me with lip balm. Yes. I'm trying to look for something that is not. Do you own a business? And if yes, how is it? So, I don't own a business as at now, but I'm about to do so. So, this is a worry I've always had, by the way. Me, I've always had worries with business. I'm like, how do I manage it? How do how do I cope with, like, I'm the boss, bills are waiting for me. Am I gonna pay myself? How am I gonna control my staffs? How but those worries, they're not giving to me right now. I'm ready to start the business. So I don't do, but I'm almost doing so. I know maybe you're in a space that I was um a while ago, but overcome those fears. Please do start that business. Try, like, even when God is blessing you, anakulizanga, who do you have so that I can bless you? It's not about you. Mungu atakusaidia. Do it to your level best. Do research, like, gain knowledge about what you want to do, as in do a proper research of the market. Like, have a clear idea of, I want to do this to this person, to maybe if it's a service, it's a service to these people, does it favor this location? And once you're done, leave it to God. That's what I told myself. But again, I've been researching, I've been attending classes for that, and I know it's gonna be well. So I know there are fears that come with that, but try and overcome those. Yep. Another one is, how old are you? Guys, how old am I? Almost in my late 20s. Yes, I'm in my late 20s. I'm happy. Yup. What is your great inspiration? My great inspiration is like making it here and living my dream. So every day I wake up, I'm always inspired. I'm like, hey, the life I'm living now, there's a time, like almost everything I have today, almost, yeah, almost everything that I have today is something I really, really prayed for. And I always tell myself, if God was so faithful and answered my prayers, then this is a great inspiration and a great motivation, because what I want and like where I want to get to, the level I want to go to, God will take me. It's only a matter of time. I remember there was like, even my mom can tell you, I used to say, I wish that one day I'll be in my own house, like living alone, no one asking me. Like when I leave the house, I just lock it, owning a TV. Like those things were really a big deal to me. Like having a smartphone, going to work, and like having a fridge, a microwave, like literally, guys, those things were a big deal to me. And like I used to desire God to help me, and I used to really, really desire to be an accountant. Do you know, even like right now, people address me like our accountant. I'm like, oh, thank you, God. What I admired, what I saw myself as, is what I am right now. So it's not like nimefika. I have a long way to go, and I have dreams that I want to achieve. But what makes me feel motivated each and every day is that if God gave me this, if God took me from nothing to something. I don't mean to brag, I don't mean to say that niko mahali pazuri. Actually, not really, but I really appreciate where I am right now. And I know these are answered prayers. So I'm always motivated that one day, one time, I'll be where I want to be. And God will, there's always something I always tell myself. God will always hand over something when the right time comes. I always tell myself, maybe right now I want to have this A, B, C, D, but I don't have the skills for that. God wants to give me the skills to make me, to mold me, and until He feels I'm ready for that thing. Because let me tell you, everything that where I am right now, it's not something that imekuja pap. God took me through a process. He prepared me for that, and kitu tu inakuja at the right time. So that's my greatest motivation, that God will always take me to where I am. I don't want this video to be long, guys. I think I'm gonna cut it there. There's more questions. Yeah, but basically, we will be doing more videos, especially sit down videos, and we'll be talking a lot, especially matters finance, because that's my area of profession. I know, like budgeting, making proper financial decisions, like having a plan, like knowing how to execute your desires. Some are not even priorities, let me tell you. So mostly we'll be talking finance matters, but more to that, My desire is to share my journey with you guys, to document my life with you, not to brag, but to say that, to show that God can do it. And I know that even you, I always say that people see the glory, but they don't know the story. In this channel, I know that there are people we shall share their stories here, whom we see their glory, but we don't know their stories. So even me here, it's my desire to know, like, there are people I really, 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 really desire to, like, every time I watch them and I desire, like, I'm like, oh, that woman is blessed. And I would really love to hear their stories. Or maybe I go and research and listen to their story and I'm like, oh, but the glory that is out there, hey, 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 bigger than the story. So of course, yes, glory inakwanga always bigger than the story. So here, I want us to get through and know the stories here. Mostly I'll be with even my sister, maybe my family. I'll include 1, 2, 3 people. I'll invite guests here and let's walk this journey together. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe, press the notification bell, and welcome to my family. Welcome to my journey. And may God bless you so much, and may God fulfill the desires of your heart. Thank you so much. Goodbye.